from Melbourne, Australia, and you know what we're doing? We're here with another episode of Assemble the Troops. Now we've got a real sinister looking Cobra trooper today who needs a lot of help from us. But before we get to that, it's of course Cobra Conversions 5, August 2020. We've got a few more days left, so get on board with all of the awesome Cobra creators out there and all of the content, all of the great stuff on YouTube and around the web. Hit up hcc788.com for all the details, and of course a big shout out to good sir HCC788 for bringing all this together. And there's people all across the globe getting involved, and it's fantastic fun to be a part of. And even more fantastic fun to see all of the great videos, pictures, costumes, the lot. It's out of this world. Now, we've got a real cool one today. It is the Cobra Headhunter Elite, I believe, is his full name. One of the more sinister looking black Cobra troops that was rare in the 1990s, as most of them had like all sorts of neon orange and green and things to that effect. So let's head on out to the technology center and let's assemble those troops. Let's roll. Okay, so we've made it on over to the Rob Vegas Technology Center, and just as a quick aside, I found something pretty cool in the old tub of action figures. And that was this guy, the Snow Serpent, and he's a pretty cool dude. We'll do an episode on him a bit later because he's got a floppy waist, but I just wanted to say I found his unusual, unique accessory, which was a snowboard, which if you remember things back in the 1990s, that's that would have been very rad back in the day. But yeah, let's tackle him in the next upcoming series of episodes, because of course we have come here to go to the complete opposite spectrum, which is okay, so we've got the Cobra Headhunter Elite guy. Now I remember reading in the comics about the drug enforcement agency team for the Joes, and of course there was a headman and the headhunters and everything, and they made a very dramatic appearance in parallel to like the Ninja Force stories and stuff like that. And I was like, man, Headhunter, he looks like a pretty cool dude. And the Headman, I would have liked them, but I never saw them on the shelves here in Australia when they first were introduced. So I don't know if we got them or not. But yeah, if I find one, and it's a reasonable deal, I'll certainly grab him. But I did end up with this guy the following year. Actually, this looks like it's going to be pretty easy to repair, which is great, because we've got all the bits. He just doesn't have his arm and his head. So let's get this troop assembled. Let's have a look. Now he's got a crappy O-ring, so that's going to have to go. Otherwise, he'll be flopping all over the place when it comes to going about headhunter drug dealing business or whatever it is they're up to there. But yeah, like I said, it's all a bit fuzzy, and I'll have to hopefully one day find all my old comic books, or even get them get like a reissue. If anyone knows about that, let me know in the comments, because I haven't been able to find anything. But having said that, I haven't really had the time to devote to looking for it. There we go, we got a new O-ring on the go, and of course, as always, we just gotta get that through that waist piece, which can sometimes be a bit of a challenge, but I always find like you shove it in there and use your old precision screwdriver. Only the best equipment here at the Rob Vegas Technology Centre, and that does the job. So we've got a nice fresh O-ring waste piece. We've got the back part of the body, and we hook the little post in the middle around there like that on the O-ring. That gets that nice grip, and then we just got to start putting the body and the arms and everything back together and hope it doesn't pop out in some kind of mess of plastic bits everywhere. But yeah, this guy, I always thought he was a real cool figure, this Headhunter elite dude. And he did come with like a mate, or I don't know if it was his mate or not, but another sort of questionable character called Gristle. He was meant to be some kind of drug dealing sort of dude, or he didn't come together with him, but they were affiliated in the same faction, as it were, from what I vaguely recall. But yeah, like I said, I never saw the original Headhunters on sale here in Melbourne, and nor the Headman, which was a shame because I thought they were pretty cool looking dudes, and they would have been fun to have in the collection, and yeah, good to mess around with. There we go. So we've got him back together, and he looks like he's ready to go and get up to all sorts of trouble. Now this guy's like unusual in that he's got these it's like he's been at like a black metal concert or something like that, and he's got all of these rocket studs on his arms and shoulders, and it makes for a really cool sort of looking figure. And yeah, the dark grey and black and gold, and of course the scary looking helmet. I mean, this is cool. Like, what a great looking figure, and yeah, really glad I was able to get him back in the day. Even more so glad that we've been able to get him back in action today, and all original parts again, and yeah, he's ready for battle and all sorts of sinister stuff. All right, so how about that for a win? The Headhunter Elite Troop is back in the game, and as I said, ready for all sorts of sinister activities. Let me know in the comments below, how did you guys go getting the original OG Headhunter and Headman, especially if you're a Joe fan here in Australia. Were you able to find them back in the day? I never could, and never saw any of the good guy drug enforcement guys either, like Bulletproof and so on, like the rest of those dudes. Yeah, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you like about the Headhunter Elite figure if you had him as well. I'd be rapt to hear your thoughts, and of course what you think about assembling the troops. We had a win today, which I'm really rapt about. We've got a lot of surprises coming up in the next few episodes, which I'm very excited about. We have this bag of bats coming up. We have OG Bat, we've got Bat version 2, which is a real favourite of everyone's. We've got Overkill, the Bat Commander, and of course the weird, bulky, big old Space Bat as well. But that's still in one piece. That thing looks like it was made out of like concrete, but the rest of them are in all sorts of different states. So we'll have a look at that and see if we can't get those troops assembled as well. It goes without saying, of course, it's still Cobra Convergence 5, August 2020. Get on board with all of the great Cobra content, care of Hooded Cobra Commander 788. Go to the website, HCC788. Find out how you can get involved. Watch a heap of content. Just get your Cobra on. It is so much fun to be involved, and so awesome just celebrating all this cool stuff and bringing these old action figures back to life and giving them a new chance to get back on the battlefield as we assemble those troops. It's Rob Vegas checking out from Melbourne, Victoria in Australia, and of course, yo Cobra! don't like these lids that they put on the coffee. I can't drink through that little slot thing.